What's up, guys? This is your D-Fit tip of the day. What today's video is going to be about is how to build muscle with no weights. Say you can't go to the gym and say you don't have much equipment at home. Now, one of these things I'm going to talk about does require you have a little equipment, but that's what I'm saying in general. So, number one is always going to be body weight exercises. You may say, well, I don't get a lot out of push-ups anymore. You can always put things on your back. You can always have a backpack or things like that. There's always going to be resistance, you know. And calisthenics are actually what exercise like pull-ups and push-ups are called. It's called calisthenics, body weight only exercise, you know, that you can implement in extra weight in the future. But those are still great exercises that you can do. And if you notice people who do calisthenics and gymnastics and things like that, they actually have phenomenal looking bodies, you know what I mean? So that's one thing. And remember, when it comes to body weight, if you are one of the people to say it's not going to be enough, well, resistance is resistance. Whether it's going to be external resistance like a dumbbell or a kettlebell or a barbell, you can use your body as resistance too. There are ways that you can tweak exercises to where you can be unstable and your body is going to have to compensate for a lot more, you know. Resistance is resistance. You can use your body weight. Number two is going to be resistance bands, you know what I mean? That's the one piece of equipment that is very universal. And it can be, you can use it to work any body part. I have resistance bands, you know. They can mimic any cable exercise. If you know, if you say you need a chest fly and you don't have a cable tower in your freaking house or in wherever you train at, you can use resistance bands. And guess what? The good thing about resistance bands is they can be taken anywhere. You can be on vacation and still do plenty of exercises with resistance bands. So I recommend definitely to think about getting some resistance bands. You can get them from Walmart, you can get them from Amazon. They're pretty cheap, very useful. Number three is going to be objects, weighted objects. If nothing else, if you can't afford nothing else or you can't get any other equipment, you can always have some weight. Resistance is resistance, whether that's filling up some water bags, whether that's filling in some pots and pans and things like that. There's always going to be some objects that are weighted and you can go and pick it up and put it down, and guess what? You're going to build muscle because our body does not know the object that we're picking up. It only knows the amount of resistance, the amount of external resistance or self-resistance that is given us, you know what I mean? So that's why pull-ups work just the same as a cable pull-down would work. Our body cannot really tell the difference whether it's from our own weight or from an external source, you know what I'm saying? So use those three things. Number one is going to be, what did I say? Number one is body weight. Number two, resistance bands. Number three is any type of other external resistance that has some weight.